Good morning. Hey, I'm on my way to the tram again this morning. Sorry if it's bumpy. My goal today is to make Wellman's Divide, which is basically only another mile from where I was a couple of weekends ago. But that last mile is about, I think it's between 750 and 1,000 feet elevation gain in 1 mile. So it's rather steep, and I remember taking that before a few years ago, and it's going to kick my butt. But I was thinking, I'm like, hey, if I feel well enough, maybe I'll just keep going and peak San Jacinto today, which I think is another 2.2 miles from Wellman's Divide. I'm not sure. But I have a feeling I'm not going to be up to it, but, you know, I'm going to play it by ear. I brought hopefully enough water and some food for lunch, so we'll see how it goes.
This is very good. Your future remind me about when we get closer to
a lot of people have because if you're overweight,
Your shadow down there.
Tram restaurant, one of the finest panoramic views in the West, a cocktail available as well as a gift apparel. A video of the construction and renovation is shown in a small theater. From the first beach in spring, the Adventure Center is in operation with snow tubing, snowshoeing, cross-country ski equipment rental. The center makes the mountain, walking down the concrete trails to during summer weekends. State Park volunteers conduct nature walks through Long Valley. Times are posted at the mountain station. The tramway departure times are announced on the public address system. We hope you'll enjoy your visit to this beautiful wilderness.
Whew. Okay, so I'm at my usual breaking point before I start the real climb. I mean, I've gone up in elevation, but not like I'm going to. And, whew, I'm trying to keep a 2 mile an hour pace or more. It's kicking my butt. But that's part of training at elevation. So, it's warm today. It's like 50, when I hit the top it was 58 degrees. So, not as cool as normal, but still nice. Better than the valley floor. It's bad this weekend, it's bad. This is kicking my butt today. Totally. And one thing about the stick pick, if you use one, or if you're thinking about using one, you make sure it's secure at the end of your trekking pole, because I just dropped my phone, luckily, in soft dirt, not on a rock. It just swiveled off. I'm like, oops. So, I'm trying to keep at least a 2 mile an hour pace uphill at elevation. It's rather difficult, but I am making progress. I'm hoping better than last time I was up here. I really want to make Wellman's Divide. I will. I'm stubborn enough to do it. I just hope I make it in a decent amount of time. Whew. I keep stopping to let faster people go by me. And I just leapfrogged somebody that passed me earlier, so that felt a little bit good. And they'll catch up to me though. Whew. Passed up the area where I spread Miss Kitty's ashes. Wave at her. and kept going. Coming up on the sketchy part of the trail, so gonna put the phone away. Man, I am gassed. Not even to the campground yet. So, my hope was that after Wellman Divide, I would still have a ton of energy. Not a ton, but have enough left in the tank to maybe try to peak San Jacinto. I don't think that's going to happen. Not this trip, anyways. I'm thinking the best plan for San Jacinto is to come up here, camp at Round Valley Campground or Tamarack Valley Campground, and then the next morning, slack pack it up to the peak. Because from there, it's only like maybe 3.5 miles, 3 3/4, I don't know, something like that. Might be the best bet. We'll see. Boy. Little bit of a tree. So the stream is not running as much as last time I was here, just 2 weeks ago. And I'm like, this area right here, next to the trail, it's a little bit sloped, but otherwise it would make a great campground. Self-camping. You're not allowed to do that up here, but still. And then across the stream, there's a nice flat area with grass. Kick all the sharp sticks out of there. That'd make a great camping area too. Definitely. So, I've got like, I think I've got about 20 minutes to make the campground. If I make the campground by 9:15, or wait, no, 10:15, sorry, then I've managed a 2-mile-an-hour pace uphill with this elevation. It's kind of flattened out now. It's still going uphill, but it's a lot more moderate. So I hope I make it. That'd be awesome. I can definitely feel that I'm pushing myself. It's not nearly as fun as last time, but it's still enjoyable. I mean, how could you not enjoy this? Gorgeous. All right, you remember 2 weeks ago I was talking about the skunkweed. And I showed you how little they were. And now look at them. Now they are about knee-high to me. That side is. That's maybe a little bit below. That's actually taller right there. That's crazy. 2 weeks growth. And it's only going to get bigger as the summer goes by. That's crazy. I'm bummed. I'm just under 2 miles an hour. It's about the same as last time I was up here. Why? I thought it was going faster. Feels like I've been going faster. It's about 10:23, and I'm coming up on the campground, the sign. I'm going to take a picture of myself with last time I was up here. So now it is a little bit warmer, but it's not hot. It's only 10 or 20 degrees warmer. So meh. Let's try Wells. What is that thing? It was up here. It's been up here a long time, clearly. It's very rusty. No clue what it is. Okay, I'm starting Wellman's Divide Trail. More rusty stuff. More long. One more long, steep mile. Hope I can make it. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Oh my gosh. I forgot what a beast this trail is. This 1 mile. You all might know. I'm just curious if there is a stretch along the PCT that gains about 1,000 feet in 1 mile. I think Whitney does, but that's not on the PCT technically, but you know. Oh. Yeah, I'm censoring myself, sorry. I'm trying to keep it PG-13, remember? Hey, I just found a great spot to sit down and relax for a little bit. I think I'll do that. Hello, my name is Michelle Scott, and I'm going to hike the Pacific Crest Trail in 2019. I need help. I bet you the climb out of, it's either Selden or it's a Syed Valley. On the map it goes, vroot. I bet you that's like this. Like this is as bad as that one little part of the trail before mile 210. Sorry, 215. Going up the canyon before you start ridge walking for the Whitewater Preserve. This is pretty bad. I think I might be getting near Wellman's Divide because every once in a while through the trees, there I can see a little bit. I sneak a little peek of that's not the peak, but I know the trail goes along that and then dips down somewhere over there and then goes further towards the peak. So I'm seeing that. And that means I'm getting close to Wellman Divide. Yes. I'm curious what kind of pace I'm keeping with this part of the hike. A lot different, I'm sure. By the way, I think I said Selden in that last little clip. I meant Belden. Oh my goodness. So cool. This tree has an Audi belly button. And then it has another one up there. I think we're getting close now. Getting closer. Yeah, sketchy footing. Oh, I think that's the top right there. Yes, please be the top. Please, please, please. Yes. Gotta find a good place for a 360-degree view for you, because the views from up here are amazing. Actually, let's look at one now. Ooh. So that's the beginning of the trail. We're here. To San Jacinto, about 2.3 miles. If I take this trail down, it'll hit the PCT. I don't know how long, but it'll go there. And the camera just does not do this view justice. Amazing. So if you look really closely way out there, you see the Salton Sea. It's hazy, but it's out there. And La Quinta's out there too. And then somewhere on the other side of this little range is Idlewild. And PCT is down there too. I don't know how far, but cool. I'm gonna walk down. I'm gonna hike down there a little bit just to see.
We might not have reception when we're on the summit. Yeah. I think we'll go around the backside of this mountain.
Had a quick lunch up there. Way too crowded. So this trail, if I read it right, it's 3 miles to Saddle Junction, which is where the PCT picks up. Could be 0.3. I don't think so. I think it's 3 miles. I'm going to take it a little bit just because I've never been down here. And why not? Here's a really nice view of the valley down there. And again, it looks like part of the sky, but if you look way out, yeah, it's focusing on my finger, sorry. If you look way out there in the skyline, you will see a body of water through the haze. And that's the Salton Sea. So lunch was a couple of tortillas and one of those Starkist tuna creations. It was good. I forgot napkins, so you know, not to. Yeah, I have to wipe my hands off on my shorts, so I'm sure it doesn't smell great right now. And then I had a gigantic protein cookie, but I only ate like half of it. I'm going to save the rest for on the way down. But, I need 2 hands for that. So, technically, I guess I'm looking at the elevation. It said something like 9,900. I didn't. That means in that 1 mile you go up 800 feet, not 1,000. Still, it feels like 1,000,000 feet to me. It took me a little over an hour to do that. So, that's like less than 1 mile an hour. Now, granted, you're going up steep inclines, so you know. I know you're supposed to reduce the amount of you know, how fast you go, how far you go, depending on elevation, gain, and all that. So, I think I did fairly well going up to Round Valley, just under 2 miles an hour. Also going about 800 feet in elevation, but that was stretched over 2 miles, or a little bit more than 2 miles. Not 2 miles, let's say 2 miles. And that's a lot easier on the legs and lungs, especially when you're at elevation, because it's whoa, because it's the oxygen's thinner up here. Oh my gosh. Well, at least I have mostly downhill now, so I like that. Footing's kind of sketchy at most spots, so I'll turn off the phone. The only thing I fear are the switchbacks going up to the tram station. Not looking forward to that. Man, it smells unbelievable out here. I mean, good. And my sniffer doesn't quite work like it used to when I was younger. I think allergies have dulled everything, but wow, I am catching this really intense scent of pine up here. And I took a little needle off of one of the trees and just inhaled it. It smells so good out here. It's wonderful. Totally different world than down below in the desert, I'll tell you that much. Give me a downhill any day. I will take it. I think that during the PCT, there's a lot of downtime. I'm going to come up with silly little jingles, songs, and one of them is going to be entitled "Give Me a Downhill Any Day." Got to come up with some lyrics though. So I just made the campground again, and that was about maybe 45 minutes going downhill. That's not too bad for as sketchy as it was. It's still slower than I wanted, but I'll take it. So I'm going to time it from here down to the bottom, and then time the whole thing, and see what I'm averaging. We'll see. I'd like to be averaging 2, but I don't think it's going to happen. But if I'm close, I'll be happy, because I know there's a lot of elevation gain in a short amount of time. So I'm beat, man. I still got 2 miles to go. More than 2 miles. Ouch. But on the bright side, I have half of a chocolate chip cookie I can eat anytime I want to. On a side note, I forgot to spray that permethrin on my clothing and my equipment today, and I've noticed a difference. The insects are harassing me, unfortunately. Physically, I'm okay now, especially now that I'm going downhill. My left knee was bugging me a little bit going uphill, but either I forgot about it and it went away, or it just worked itself out. And that feels fine now. Right now my calves are like super tight, so I keep on trying to stop and stretch them when I can. But overall, okay. I was so gassed by the time I got to the top of Wellman Divide. I mean, I did do a little bit down that one trail towards Saddle Junction, but maybe 1/10 of a mile, or 2/10, but nothing much. As I was done. Ooh, let me get a front shot of that. It doesn't look as dark as it does on the cam. In person, it doesn't look creepy. It just looks really neat. Like I just want to go bushwhack and get lost in there forever. A bit of wanderlust like that. I always have, to my parents' chagrin. I've been known to do that. And actually, if any of you high school band buddies are watching this, if you remember the band trip to the Grand Canyon, how I went off trail and got in trouble for it, well, that was fun. Yeah, I didn't live that one down my entire high school career. But I guess I've always had a bit of wanderlust in me. And next year, I'm gonna satisfy that wanderlust, man. Less than a year, man. April of next year, if all goes well. I have all my major gear. Just have to get little bits, maybe tweak things here and there, but I'm ready. So I'm down at the bottom, and I'm trying to do math. I've been out on the trail for like 5 hours with breaks, and I've gone about 7 miles. So that's bad. That's like 1.4, 1.5 miles an hour. I guess it's not too bad because I'm taking breaks and I'm going uphill in elevation a lot. So, gotta speed that up though. So I am taking a break before I take the switchbacks back up to the tram. And a couple of ladies named those switchbacks the Devil's Sidewalk. Yeah, they call it the Devil's Sidewalk. They told me, you've heard of the Devil's Slide Trail, right? I'm like, oh yeah, out of Idlewild? And he goes, this is the Devil's Sidewalk. If you've ever heard me complain about those switchbacks, you know what I'm talking about. So look what I got. Down at the ranger station, they had like about 4 or 5 pins and patches, and I'm like, dude, I have to have one of each. This is thick. I don't know if I can get this on my pack before the hike, but this is a nice little pin. So yay, not too bad either. Just like $5 a piece, 5 1/4, and the wilderness. Can I get a ride? I'm assuming they're going up to the top of the Devil Trail, the Devil's Sidewalk, so darn it. Oh well. Too late. Hey, I wanted to reach out to you because Chubby Hiker gave me this idea. Actually, everyone does Q&As, but she did one recently. And by the way, all that footage at the beginning of going up the tram was a request from her, so I filmed a little bit more than I typically would. I want to do a Q&A, and I just don't know what you want to know. So please ask me a question. Put it down in the comments below, and I'll start writing them down. And when I get enough, I'll make a little Q&A video. And the questions could be for me. The questions could be for Tammy as well, whichever you want. She's agreed to answer some questions. So, all right. Well, I hope you had a good time. I did. I'm beat. I'm gonna go home. I have to do an errand first, but click like if you like down below. Leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and please share with your friends. I'd really appreciate it. All right, you guys have a great week.